Hello, my friends. Good night. Welcome to the Narcos Networking channel. My name is Luis Narciso. I'm a network and security engineer, and I'm trying to upgrade my skills regarding the Border Gateway Protocol, also known as BGP. For today's lab, what I'm going to do is to build an eBGP multi-op session between the Juniper, the router Juniper 5, this one, and the PaloAlto router PaloAlto 3. We will have in between the MikroTik, okay, and we will have one hope from here to here and two hopes from here to here, okay. That is our goal for today. Uh, and what will we do more? We will do configure loopback addresses on the Juniper and on the Palo Alto and make them reachable via the BGP process. We will do also some troubleshooting to see what is necessary or what is required to have connectivity, and we will do some tests. Let's begin. And for begin, what are we going to do? We are going to start with the Juniper device, this one. Okay, we are in. We are going to enter in command line interface mode, and now we are enter in configuration mode. Now we are able to configure our device. So for that, we are going to set up two loopback interfaces. Let's say it's 5556 and 5557. Mm. So set interfaces, loopback 0, unit 0, family, inet, address 5.5.5.6/32, and let's do the same for the .7. Now if we run show interfaces loopback 0, we will have 3 loopbacks. Now that's correct, that's what is necessary. Now we are going to configure the eBGP group towards the Palo Alto. And for that we are going to insert these commands: set protocols BGP group, let's give it my name, eBGP-PA, and let's say that the type is external. Okay, now we are going to set protocols BGP, our group that we have just defined, eBGP-PA, and let's say that the peer it's on the autonomous system 65,003. Now we need to set up the neighbor, the IP of the neighbor, and for that we are going to use set protocols BGP group eBGP-PA neighbor, and our neighbor will have the IP 123.32.32, 123.32.32. Okay, and now we will have to configure the TTL in order to the packet don't die on the first hope that it reaches. So we need to set up the TTL to true. Set protocols BGP group eBGP-PA MultiHop and TTL2. Boom, done. Now, we need to configure policy statements to advertise the newly configured Juniper loopbacks to the BGP process. And for that, we are going to create a route filter with actions or terms here called on the Juniper that will accept or reject what we are going to configure. So for that, we are going to say set policy options, policy statement. Let's give him a name, export new loopback, and let's say that for term 1 from route filter 5.5.5.6/32, and we will match it exactly. What are we going to say? We are going to say that we are going to accept it. So let's create another one, term 1, then accept. And now we are going to do the same to the 5.5.5.7, but instead of term 1, it's term 2. Okay, and we are going to say the same to the accept statement. Where is it? I don't find it. Never mind. We will make it again. Set policy options, policy statement, export, nope, export new loopback, term 2, then accept. And now we are going to add another term, that is term 3, that we will reject everything that don't match the terms that we have placed before. So instead of term 2, we are going to place a term 3 and say then reject. I believe it's reject. Yeah, reject the route. Now, if we do a show policy options, policy statement, export new loopback, what will we have? We have here our terms configured from let me erase this. Okay, so from term 1 we will have a route filter that will match this exact prefix and accept it. For term 2 we will have from the route filter that will match the 5.5.5.7 exactly and will accept it. Everything else on term 3 will be rejected. So what we need more? We need to map this policy statement, the export new loopbacks, to the BGP group from the PaloAlto in order to advertise them, these newly configured loopbacks. So let's do it. Set protocols BGP eBGP-PA. I missed the group. Yeah, group, and now eBGP-PA. And we are going to export. And what are we going to export? Our new loopback. Boom, done. Now we need to commit it. and we can what can we say in the commit? We can put a comment. And what are we going to say? Let's say new loopback and BGP towards Palo Alto. Boom. Oh, done. It was quick. If we do a show here, what will we have? Where are our loopbacks? Here they are. Loopbacks, unit 0, family, INET, address 5555, 5556, 5557. We have our policy statement to export our loopbacks. We have here our BGP protocol configured towards the MikroTik. In the previous video we have done this, and for today we have here the external BGP, MultiHop with our time to live 2. We are exporting our loopbacks to our peer. That is on the autonomous system 65003 as the IP 123.32.32, 123.32.32, and that's it. So now we are going to jump to our Palo Alto and do the configurations. Palo Alto. Okay, we are now on our Palo Alto. Let's go to the configuration mode and let's start creating our loopbacks. Let's duplicate here, and let's do it similar. 3.3.3.4 and 3.3.3.5. Okay, let's put it here. And now let's go again to the configuration of the Palo Alto. And here on our Palo Alto device, we are going to set the interfaces, the loopback interfaces. So for that, we are going to say set network interface loopback units loopback.4, and let's give it the IP. We need to specify IP and then 3.3.3.4. Okay, let's do the same for the .5. Okay, done. Now we can see show network interface loopback units, and we can see that we have here the .3 and the .4. Did I miss something? Yeah, I missed the .5. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry for that. So the .4 is 3.3.3.4 and the loopback.5 is 3.3.3.5. And now if we go to see what is configured here with the show network interface loopback, let's see if it runs. Yeah, it runs. So I need to remove the 3.3.3.5 from here. Delete network interface loopback units loopback.4 IP 3.3.3.5. Okay. Okay. Now it seems good, but I believe that I should add the slash 32. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Let's leave it this way. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to set the interface management profile also for the loopback 4 and 5, similar to the .3 that we have here. And for that, we are going to use the commands set network interface loopback units loopback.4 and interface management profile, the allow management that we have configured previously. And we are going to do the same for the loopback.5. Bah, I need to write it again. Set network interface loopback units loopback.5 interface management profile allow management. Okay, nice. Now what are we going to do? We are going to insert the loopbacks on the virtual router that we have configured. So set network PaloAlto virtual router. I believe it's like this. Set network. No, it's virtual router. Now PaloAlto virtual router. Yeah, that's it. Virtual router, PaloAlto virtual router, and then interface loopback.4. Interface loopback.4. And now we are going to do the same for loopback.5. Show network virtual router PAVR interfaces. Let's see, where are our interfaces? Loopback. Why can't I see them? Okay, the interface management profile is configured. Ah, okay, here they are. Our PaloAlto router has the interfaces 1/3, loopback 3, loopback 4, loopback 5. And now we need to configure it to the zones. Okay, so let's add the interfaces to the zones. Set zone virtual router. No, the zone is loopback. Set zone loopback network layer 3 interface. And we are going to say that we will have our loopback.4 and loopback.5. Okay, now we'll do the same to the loopback.5. Done. And we have them mapped to the zones. Okay, now we need to configure the external BGP process towards the Juniper, also with the MultiHop of 2. For that, we are going to say set network virtual router PaloAlto virtual router protocol BGP and we are going to say that our peer group We'll have the name MultiHop Juniper peer, and the type will be external BGP. Nice. Now we are going to say that what are we going to say? That that our peer will be 125.52.52. It will be the Juniper 125.52.52. 125.52.52, and we'll have the peer AS, the peer autonomous system 65,005. Yeah, that's it. Now we are going to say also that our local address will be the IP 123.32.32 slash 26. Okay, this is the local IP of the Palo Alto, and the local IP will be in Ethernet 1/3. Interface Ethernet 1/3. Done. Now, what do we need more? We need to define the peer address, and the peer address will have the IP 125.52.52. It is the Juniper device. We need to configure the MultiHop tool, and for that we are going to use the command connection options, and I believe we will have here MultiHop. Yes, MultiHop, and we need to say how many ops it will have, and it will have 2 multi-ops. Time to leave 2. And now we need to enable the peer, and for that we are going to say enable, and yes, I believe that's it for now. What can we do more? I believe that the process here on the PaloAlto towards the MikroTik is as a name that can mislead us when we are doing troubleshooting. Let me see. Show network virtual router, PaloAlto virtual router protocol BGP. Let's see this configuration. Yeah, as you can see, we have configured the Juniper with MultiHop Juniper peer, and the peer for MikroTik has the name external BGP, and this can be misleading. So we are going to change this name, and we are going to change it to MikroTik peer. So let's do it. Rename network virtual router PAVR protocol BGP peer group, and now the peer group is external BGP, and we are going to say move it to MikroTik peer. Boom, done. There it is. Much better. Now we can troubleshoot easily. Okay, our configurations for the BGP are done, but we are missing that we need rules to allow the pings or the BGP or whatever it's necessary from the Palo Alto to the Juniper and from the Juniper to the Palo Alto. Excuse me. So for that, we are going to see which rules do we have in place and if they have the proper names or if they need to be changed. And for that, we are going to see the rule base, show rule base, security rules. And what do we have here? We have here allow pings, LB, loopbacks maybe. Allow ping, loopback. Let me see, what do we have here? We have here that from the zone Palo Alto to MikroTik to the zone loopback from any source to the destination 3.3.3.3. What does this mean? From the zone Palo Alto, maybe this one, to MikroTik. This color is better. From Palo Alto to... No. Sorry. It's not this. What is here is it says from Palo Alto to MikroTik zone. That is this interface to the loopback interface from any source to this 3.3.3.3. Allow it. So we are going to change this. We need to change this to allow the other IPs. So let's rename the rule. Rename rule base security rules. Allow ping loopback to allow pings to loopback. I believe it's better like this. Allow pings to loopback. Now, let's say that our security rule allow pings to loopback. We'll have the destination 3.3.3.4 and we'll have also the destination 3.3.3.5. Let's see it. Nice, we have it as we want. So what do we have more? Let's see what rules do we have more in place. Allow pings from the MikroTik to the loopback. We don't need that one. The BGP, we don't need that one also. We need to create a security rule. Allow pings to loopback. No, I believe that we are good to go. Let me see what is this rule. This rule says that from the loopbacks to the okay, we need to change these two because this one says this. Let me erase this. This security rule says that from the loopback zone to the from this zone to this zone, from this interface to any destination, to everything that is here. Let's imagine this is a cloud. It's allowed, but only from this IP. So we need to change this and need to allow also the 3.3.3.5 and 3.3.3.4. So let's do it. And let's rename also this rule. Rename rule base security rules. Allow ping MikroTik loopback to allow pings loopback to MikroTik. Okay, and now let's say that in this rule we will add the 3.3.3.4 as the source and 3.3.3.5. So set rule base security rules allow pings loop back to MikroTik, and we'll have the source 3.3.3.4 and 3.3.3.5. And now let's erase this and let's put here a show. Yes, now it looks better. So for now, what are we going to do? We are going to do a commit. Let's hope it doesn't fail. Let's cross our fingers. And let's see what will happen. If our BGP process is established, let's do it. We need to wait a little bit. 70%, 98%. Come on. Done. Success. So let's see what we have. Show route. No. I need to exit. Yes. Show routing protocol BGP summary. So what do we have here? We have an adjacency to our MikroTik, and we have other adjacency to our Juniper device, and it is established. Let's put this here like this to see it better. Okay, so what do we have more? We have accepted 2 prefixes and we have advertised 6 prefixes to our neighbor. We have our router ID 3.3.3, we belong to our PAVR, we are rejecting the default route, we are installing BGP routes. Okay, so let's see what do we have more. Show routing protocol BGP peer name. It will be 100 25 52 52. Now, what can we see here? We can see that our peer is the Juniper device. It belongs to the peer group MultiHop Juniper peer. It is established for 2 minutes, more or less. We don't have passwords. We have a multi-op of 2. It is the objective of this laboratory. The remote address is the Juniper device on port 179, and our local address is on an I port. More. What can we see more? Let's see what do we have on the local RIP. Show routing protocol, BGP, local RIP. Okay, and we have here the routes. And the routes to 5.5.5.6 and .7 are going towards our Juniper device. Okay, and it's directly to the autonomous system 65005. Okay. Uh, let's see the details for the peer 125.52.52. Okay, we are receiving from that peer the Juniper device the route 5.5.5.6, and it is saying that the next hop is the 125.52.52. That is the that is the Juniper, and it was received from the Juniper, from the autonomous system 65005, from an interior gateway protocol, and the same for the 5.5.5.7. Let's see regarding the reboot process, what are we seeing? Show routing protocol, BGP, reboot, peer 125.52.52. Okay, what do we have here? Let's do it again. So this is what we are advertising to our Juniper, but I don't see here the interface is 3.3.3.4 and 3.3.3.5. Okay, so, and if we go to the Juniper, so on the Juniper, what are the commands that we should run? show BGP neighbor 132, 32, 32. What do we have here? Okay, it's established. Port 179, autonomous system 65003 for the PaloAlto, 65005 for us on the Juniper device. So the group is the external BGP PaloAlto. It's established. I don't know where we can see that this is MultiHop in here, but maybe it's here, or I don't see it. Um, let's see what routes do we have here. We have routes to 2.2.2.2, to 3.3.3.3, but we don't have routes to the others. Okay, run show BGP summary. Okay, the process is established. We are having packets exchanged. Let's see our neighbor. This is the MikroTik. No, this is the PaloAlto. Let's see the received routes. Run, show, route, received protocol, BGP, and the neighbor 123, 32, 32. Okay, we are not receiving the routes. I believe that we have a problem here, and the problem resides on the MikroTik. Check the MikroTik. Because I believe that the MikroTik doesn't know the paths to our MikroTik doesn't know the paths to 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 the 5.5.5.6 and .7 and to the 3.3.3.4 and .5 because we don't have an interior gateway protocol running between the routers. So I will need to add these routes manually. Let me see. Admin, admin, IP route print. Yeah, that is the problem. We don't have routes, but here we see routes. The I stands for inactive. So these routes are here but are inactive. So these routes are learned but are not used because we don't have reachability. Yeah, that's the problem. So let's fix this. IP route add destination address 5.5.5.6 slash 32. Let's say that the gateway will be 125.52.52 the Juniper device. And let's do the same for the .7. And let's do the same for our 3334. 3334, and the gateway will be the PaloAlto, and to 3335 the gateway will be the the PaloAlto also. So now let's check again the routes, and now we have reachability. Now I believe that we have reachability. Let's see what we have here. Show run received routes. Do we need to clear the BGP process? Hmm. How do we clear the BGP process here? Clear BGP neighbor. All. Okay. Uh, let's do the same on the PaloAlto. Test routing BGP virtual router, PaloAlto router, restart peer, and let's restart the two peers. So now what we can see, let's see, show routing protocol BGP local root details for our prefix 5.5.5.6 slash 32. Okay, we have it. And do we have it on the FIP? We have it on the FIP, we can reach them. Let's say ping source 3.3.3.4, for example, and the host 5.5.5.6. Oh, we have reachability, my friends. We can now reach out to Juniper device and from the Juniper ping source 5.5.5.6. Okay, 3.3.3.4. Woohoo! Done. We have success, my friends. Everything is working as it should be. So let's analyze the the tables to see what is happening in here. So what is the command to see the table here? Show route protocol BGP. Yeah, here they are. We have reachability for 3.3.3.4 and for 3.3.3.5 and on the PaloAlto. Mhm. Okay, something is wrong here because we have the star here on this prefix, and this prefix is going via is going via the MikroTik, and it should be going via uh, the Juniper. So there's something here that still isn't working well, and we need to figure out why. Uh, we need to prefer we need to put something on the Juniper side. Yeah, let's manipulate the BGP process on the Juniper side. Let's put the local preference in 200 to see if the behavior changes. So configure, set no, it's not on no, it's not in here, it's in here. It's on the PaloAlto side. Yes, because here it should be preferred. This autonomous system should be preferred over this one. So let's create here a policy. Set, yeah, set, network virtual router, PaloAlto virtual router, protocol BGP, policy import rules, and let's say prefer Juniper to MikroTik, and let's say that it's used by the MultiHop Juniper peer. Now we are going to say that the local preference will be 200. Policy import rules. The rule is the one that we have just created, and we will say that the action will allow updates, and the update will be regarding the local preference, and we will set the local preference to the value of 200, because higher the value, higher the preference, and the default value is 100. So let's commit it. What this will do, this will change this behavior when we run this command again, show routing protocol BGP local rib detail prefix for this prefix and for the prefix .7. Instead of we see this star over here that is saying that is preferring the MikroTik, we will see that it will be preferring the Juniper. Okay, so let's wait for the commit. I don't know if we don't have to clear the BGP process again, but let's see. Okay, it is saying that is preferring the the Juniper pet. So this is the right way to be done. Let's see for the .7. Okay, it is also preferring. Let's see if we can ping source 3.3.3.4 host 5.5.5.7. Yeah, we have reachability, my friends, and this is working as it was supposed to. Uh, I'm very happy. This was with some troubleshooting in the middle. It is good to understand better the problems that we can face in our day-to-day basis. Thank you for being with me for this time. Let me see how long are we here. Almost 1 hour. So I will stop the recording and hope to see you soon in another video. Thank you very much for your time and consideration, and wish you a nice week to you all. Bye.